Hi everyone. If you're new here, my name is Luann, and I am going through a grief journey. I have lost both my parents and my husband, um, and it's just been a real difficult time the last few months. I'm sorry I missed last week. I normally do a video every Sunday about how my week is, but I've been a little busy. Had a couple things that I needed to take care of. Having some vision issues. I had needed eye surgery, and my eye has just been really crazy. So I apologize for not being on last week. That is one of the things. And then I had um, I have been renting since I moved back to Michigan, and rent is crazy, stupid high everywhere, not just here, but I have a house that I rent, and my landlord, I talked to him about, I was going to stay through the end of May, and I've been looking for a house to buy, and nothing's gonna, the interest rate goes up, and it just, the prices of homes are ridiculous. So I've not been able to purchase anything. So I asked him, did he have anybody in mind after May, because I would like to stay. And he said, well, if you're going to stay, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have anybody lined up or anything for May. He said, but you're not covering my expenses, and I'm going to have to raise the rent. Well, he's been throwing around a number which raises my rent $250 a month, which I'm already thinking I pay way too much as it is. So I have been pre-qualified for a mortgage, and I've just been, if something comes on the market, it's gone, and in my price range. And then if it is in my price range and I put an offer in, normally it goes, 20,000 or more over the asking price, which puts me out of range. So, one of the agents in my office had a small house that came on the market, or was going to come on the market, and she let me go look at it this weekend. And it's tiny, but it's in my price range. Doesn't have the major things that I want. It doesn't have a fenced in backyard, and it doesn't have a garage. However, it is a cute house. It's in a great area. It has a nice yard that could be fenced in. It's fenced in on two sides. Wouldn't take a whole lot for me. And I can always do a carport and a shed. So that the house is doable for, it's just me. And so I put in an offer, and from what the other, the lady in my office had said, she's like, well, she's not, she's probably not going to budge much on the price. And then the guy that I'm using as my agent, he kind of went back and forth with her after we saw the house, and I made an offer. And within 2 hours, my agent called me, and he's like, I want you to sit down. And I'm like, I'm sitting down. What's the counter offer? What are we talking here? Am I just not even gonna, am I out of the range? And he said, she accepted your offer. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, she accepted your offer. I have a signature. We're under contract. And I'm like, are you kidding? Because I've been looking for like a year. And he's like, no, I'm not kidding. He's like, she accepted all your terms. And I'm like, I can't believe it. So I don't know. It's just, I'm kind of excited, and yet I am so nervous, because to buy a house on your own and have everything on you is crazy. I mean, I've always talked about how, well, I might as well just rent, because if furnace goes out, I don't have to pay for it. I just call the landlord and be like, hey, come fix this furnace. Now it's all going to be on me. So I'm a little scared about that, but it's going to save me. It's the house payment is going, and with taxes and everything included, is going to be cheaper than what I pay in rent right now. So that's going to save me like another, $150 a month. So, yeah, that's where I am. Just got under contract. Have not done the home inspection or anything like that. So, I mean, things could change. But that is why I didn't have a video up last week. And today is Easter. Happy Easter, by the way. I spent the day with my husband's two sisters. I love them. They have been absolutely fabulous. I don't know if you can hear my dog panting. I'm sorry. I don't know what her problem is. She's laying here panting. But yeah, I spent the day with them. They cooked ham. I brought dessert. And this year was the first year that we just talked about Chris and laughed about it and just talked about certain things and, different situations with him and how he was and how funny he could be. And just, it was really nice to actually just talk about him. So without anyone crying, without any sadness, it was, I don't know, it was really nice. And I did go to the cemetery after because they live around the corner from the cemetery that he's buried at, and talked to him and wished him a happy Easter. And yeah, just it was a good day. I'm not in a sad state where I thought I would be. I've just, and after this week on Saturday, I am going on vacation. I'm taking a vacation by myself and really looking forward to that. Not going to tell you where I'm going. I will tell you after I'm home. But yeah, I am really looking forward to this. The dogs are going to be boarded and that's going to be taken care of. And my neighbor is going to park in my driveway so it doesn't look like anybody, like no one's here. So yeah, it's just, I have a lot of things going on, a lot of positive things, and I'm feeling okay. I still have my ups and downs. I mean, everybody's going to, but I have something to look forward to. And this little house has, it's got brand new carpet and freshly painted and new appliances, and has a screen porch, which I am going to love this summer. So that's where I am. And that's why I wasn't on last week, and just have so much going on that I just didn't have time to. I mean, I've been looking at houses every weekend, and yeah, so I am pretty excited about it. And I think that my husband would be really proud of me taking this big step on my own. So yeah, that's where I am. And I hope that you guys had a good Easter. I hope that you had a good week. I know that holidays are hard, but just know that if you're lucky enough, like I am, my husband's family is, I don't know what I'd do without them, honestly, because my family is pretty much non-existent when it comes to holidays and things, and support, whatever. So they're great, and I love them, and I hope that you have that to where you're spending holidays with people that loved your spouse. Or I can't imagine if it was a child, or if you're grieving your parents, I just hope that you know, have somewhere to go to talk about them and not, you know, just have, you'll get to the point where you can talk and it's fun to remember things. And my husband, his sister makes a raisin sauce. It's like a gravy, and it was not Easter. And I mean, not Easter for him if she did not make that raisin sauce. Well, today his other sister did the cooking and she made a like a mushroom gravy. And after we got done eating, I'm like, I just want you to know if Chris was here, that gravy would not happen. That would not work for him. And she said, what are you talking about? And I said, oh, if he didn't have raisin sauce, it wasn't Easter. And his other sister started laughing. She goes, yeah, I prefer the raisin sauce too. And I'm like, oh, well, that was really nice. But it's really funny how, you know, certain things like he, at Christmas time, because his birthday is on Christmas, he would always ask his sister to make these chocolate cookies. They were, and trust me, they were worth it. But every year he wanted that for his birthday as a birthday present from her. And we laughed about that too. I mean, she gave me the recipe. I don't know how many times, and he'd be like, "Nope, don't you make them. That's Wendy's job." So, no, it's just nice. Yeah, it was really nice to catch up with them and spend the day with them. It was like, you know, he was there in the room with us because we talked about him quite a bit. Um, so yeah, it was a good day. I am going to be busy at work this week. And if I do a video next Sunday, don't be worried if I don't. I am going to be on a beach somewhere, I'm hoping. Depending on the drive. So it may be from a hotel room in the evening later. But I will definitely try my best to get it. If not, it will be on Monday. But I will definitely try to get, even if it's just a short video up for you. But I hope that you all enjoyed your Easter. I hope that you were all with family. And I hope you have a great week. And I will talk to you next week.